Meet Brie. She's an 8-week-old Briard. She is an addition to our family and we're just so excited about it. Briards are from France. They're a very old breed. You don't see a whole lot of them here in the United States. Today we're going to be going around my home. Just picked her up yesterday, so there's a lot to see and do today. With puppies, there is high management. Formal training doesn't begin till she's about 6 months old. I encourage families to just focus on socialization, taking them out, just letting them experience all the sights and sounds of what our beautiful planet has to offer. One of the things I use when I get a new puppy is I just put together a rope basically with a attachment to put onto the collar. The reason I chose this rope is because it's very, very light. It's lighter than my leather leashes. It's lighter than the hardware that they tend to put on 6-foot nylon leashes that you just buy at the general pet store in that. She is wearing a martingale collar so she doesn't back out. Puppies, when you tug just the slightest a bit on a leash, they're going to start backing up. She's got this 12-foot rope. It's just one I happen to have around the house. I may end up shortening it to 10 feet, just kind of see how today goes in that. With this leash, I don't care if she chews on it, if it gets muddy or any sort of dirt, I'll just change it out to another one. Last night was her first night with me, so I was up every 2 to 3 hours. It's really funny with puppies. You would think that they wouldn't have to potty so much, but they do. Their bowels and bladders are not mature enough to hold it for a very long period of time. Again, my focus is not on any sort of training. It's just letting her explore and discover everything that there is out here. Brie. Okay, and here she comes. Notice how I'm bending down a lot. That's the universal sign for any dog to come. You don't really even have to say the word come. She doesn't know what the word come means. I just picked her up last night. Again, formal training does not begin until she's 6 months old. All I care about at this point is that she's well socialized. And we're just going to wait. Good girl, Brie. Made your way out here. Hey, here we go. Hey, and again, I'm going at her speed. The goal is not about covering any sort of distance. It's just about letting her explore. And hearing the sounds of what it is when you're rummaging around in leaves looking for things. I'm waiting for her to come over and explore. Here she comes. I have 12 foot of line. Letting her come at her own pace is the very best thing that you can do with a puppy, not pull them into a situation. Good girl. And here she is. Good girl. Again, just having fun and just sitting in the leaves over there. Fall's such a wonderful time of year. We have lots of stuff on the ground. We have a lot of acorn nuts this year. Obviously lots of leaves. I've left these trees down purposely across this trail so that on my 2-week board and trains, dogs have the opportunity to learn what it is to hike with downfall. Okay, we had a wonderful exploration walk, so here we go back into the yard. And this is her first time going back into the yard. And you can see how she's distracted by that, which is awesome. Okay, let's see if she can figure out how to come around. Briards are independent thinkers. They tend to work things out. They are guardian dogs. So she can herd sheep or goat or whatever livestock. Here she comes. There you go, you figured it out. Good girl. Got one of these inexpensive crates at Amazon. It's just their basic, and it is wonderful. You can make different configurations with it. This will be an introductory crate in terms of my dogs meeting Brie. So in just a moment, I'm going to get Brie and put her in here, and this will be the first time of my dogs interacting with her. This is Ruby, my standard poodle. I also have a 14-year-old Portuguese water dog. These are 16 by 16 inch squares that just sort of fit together like puzzle pieces. Underneath here, I have some plastic to protect my wood floor, and then just some old towels that I can take out and wash. That's in between this layer and the plastic. And this will be a great tool in order to get her familiar with my dogs, but also for potty training, but the ability to spend time with family and see what our routine is to integrate Puppy into my home. Girls. That's Ruby. Okay, so Brie's very vocal, wanting to play, and Ruby wants to play, and Carmel probably some, but not too much. She's 14 years old, so puppy and senior dogs' faces are only for a short period of time, and then they need to be separated. Senior dogs seem to get overwhelmed by too much puppy play, so that's going to be monitored. There are several ways to introduce a new dog or puppy into your home. Some people like to do a walk in a neutral place or a meet in a neutral place and then bring them to their home. That's one way to do it. This is just another way to do it where you have a barrier between your dogs and your new puppy or adult dog, sort of to look at behaviors and figure out where to go. Everything here is good. 8-week-old puppy. Other than monitoring with a senior dog, it's all good to go. And she definitely wants to come out and play. Continuation of this meeting for the second meeting will be outside of the crate area. And probably we'll just be with Ruby initially, and then I'll put her a little bit with Carmel.